final days of May. I am Kenya Tapia and you're watching The Nest. On the rundown this week, Hoover gets all greased up, academy rivalries heat up, and students get their art hung up. Today is opening night for Grease, directed by Mr. Gonzalez. Hoover High School will once again perform a musical on stage after a 4-year absence.
When they did the homecoming dance, I watched it and I thought that they did an awesome job, and both myself and Mr. Hugh thought, why not do Grease the musical here? And we've always been wanting to do a musical, and Mike's been pushing me to do a musical and direct one. So they've been working really hard for the past couple months now, and I think it's time for us to show the audience what we've been working on.
Grease is a love story about high school sweethearts set in the late 50s. The leads are Danny, played by Junior Rogelio Gonzalez, and Sandy, played by Rebecca Roque.
My choir teacher, he made me in some way audition for this, and I actually thought it was a great idea to just come out of my comfort zone, something I have never done, and to just try it out. Becoming a family after all our hard work. After 3 months, we are all just together as a family, as best friends now, and knowing everyone so deeply in school, during Grease, and out of school.
I've been watching Grease since I was a little kid, so I've always wanted to be in it. And, when I heard it was going to be done here at Hoover, I decided to try an audition and made it. I'm really, shy when it comes to singing. I love singing, but I don't sing in front of a lot of people. So this is my first musical, and this is the first time I'm gonna, because I have my own solo, so this is my first time singing in front of a crowd of a lot of people, so in front of my family as well.
The cast and crew have been practicing for months and will showcase the great singing and dancing that the iconic Grease musical is known for. Performances are tonight and tomorrow starting at 6:30. Next up, Frankie Trejo follows Alma students downtown for an art gallery show.
On May 20th, Hoover students presented their art creations that were made using reused and recycled materials in downtown at the Museum of Contemporary Art last week from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
The purpose of the project was to learn how to make art out of recyclable things and to showcase it at the Museum of Contemporary Art.
To showcase the artwork that was produced by students at Hoover High School, students from the visual arts, from the English class, from the choir class and the jazz class, and the marketing class came together. Those 7 teachers, they came together and they developed the theme to repurpose, recycle, and reuse.
So we actually participated in 2 field trips to the Museum of Contemporary Art, 2 separate field trips, to become familiar with the art of different artists that we could use to inspire our own art. Well, not mine, but the students' art. And then they created their own art projects, and they had an opportunity to exhibit their own work in a gallery, like in the real world.
The showcase was open to the public. Here, Hoover students' art was displayed for 2 hours. Each art project was made of recyclable material, showing the creativity.
The Herbert Hoover High School Jazz Band played during lunch last week in the front quad. The only strange thing, they are not from San Diego. The Hoover Tornado Not Cardinal Jazz Band from Glendale, California, entertained Hoover Cardinal students during a 30-minute performance. The Hoover Tornado Band has won many awards both in California and nationally. When we return, athletes saving athletes in sports, grad night info, and students share their favorite Hoover memory.
Just watch. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Ring pop, get it poppin'. I'm Mariela Bermudez, and this is Hoover Sports. This week, we bring varsity baseball highlights, and we have Daquan with a special segment on athletes saving athletes. The varsity baseball team faced Manhattan Christian for the first round of CIF playoffs. The Hoover baseball team came in with high expectations to progress farther into playoffs than previous years with senior Jesus Lopez on the mound. The Cardinals led off to a pretty ugly start. allowing an early run and a couple of bad offensive bats. In the fifth inning, things got worse as the lead increased to 2-0. But later on, in the bottom of the fifth, the Cards rallied back to score 2 runs and tie up the game. Later on, taking the lead 3-2, as the Cards were surely to win. But in the last inning, things got intense as the opposing team scored to tie up the game. In the bottom of the seventh, the Cardinals rallied back to score the winning run in walk-off style with the help of Vivaldo Castilla and Louis Butler, placing Hoover baseball into the second round of playoffs. And now here's Dequan, our Hoover athlete.
Through the nation, there are only 40% of high schools who have athletic trainers, and 70% in California. Athletic trainers save lives, help athletes to recover from their injuries faster, and make sure that athletes are staying strong and healthy. The students got hands-on experience on how to do CPR. Now they are more aware of what to do in a serious situation.
So far, we've learned how to detect signs of concussions and heat stroke and how to help a teammate on the field.
What touched me the most was seeing tragic failures that can occur with athletes playing games or even practices. And this program helped save lives, and that's really what touched me the most.
What inspired you to bring saving athletes to Hoover?
Well, I think it's important for all of our athletes to be able to identify signs and symptoms of life-threatening conditions, such as sudden cardiac arrest, heat illness, and head and neck injuries, so that they can keep each other safe at practice. I can't be everywhere at once, and I don't have any assistants, so it's nice to know that I have eyes and ears out on the fields and gyms when I'm not there. So I think it's very important, especially in athletics, to be able to know what to do in a serious situation. And we didn't teach them how to diagnose injuries or things that are my job. All we are teaching them is signs and symptoms and how to recognize them as it being a serious issue or not, and where to find our AEDs that we have on campus, and how to do hands-only compression CPR, and to just know how to get a coach or the athletic trainer if something serious happens.
I think this benefits all the athletes because it increases the sport safety across the city, because the more athletes that know life-saving measures and know the importance of reporting symptoms and being honest about how they're feeling, the more people that know, the higher chance you have of saving somebody you know or saving yourself.
That's it for sports. Be sure to go out and support our Hoover Cards.
Thanks, Myrella and Daquan. I think everyone should know CPR, considering most cardiac arrest happens at home. Now, for a big rivalry, Kian sits down on the red couch with representative from the AOIT and SABE.
Hi everyone, Kian's here. This Friday, May 29, right after school, going to be a competition, a kickball event between AOIT and SABE. So I have invited Mr. Vincent Silva and Mr. Juan Uyola here. They are the coaches for the two academy. So Mr. Silva is a coach for AOIT and Mr. Uyola is the coach for SABE. So let's start with, what is your teaching here at Hoover High School?
Yeah, so I teach social studies, which is pretty much just several thousand millennia of information. So not a lot. It's just that's about it.
Yeah. Most of which would be insignificant without advances in mathematics. So I teach mathematics, integrated math 1, and intermediate algebra, and I've been with the SABE Academy for the last 5 years. I think that I was the first math teacher and one of the 2 math teachers for the academy.
And actually it's because AOIT denied his. He applied and he was denied.
Okay.
That's not true at all. AOIT doesn't have a math teacher.
All right, so how does this even going to work? What is kickball?
Kickball is a lot like baseball, except instead of hitting it with a bat, you kick it. This is the official WAKA kickball size right here.
Very cool. And so how is the game going to work? How are you going to do it?
So our academy, what we plan on doing is scoring more runs than Sabe, mainly because we can rely on our better athleticism. And so what's going to happen is it's just like baseball, like Mr. Yu said, where we're going to come out, play, you pitch to the other team, you kick it, and you're either out because they catch it, or you play baseball rules, or there's an element of dodgeball to it, to where if you're running the bases and the defense has the ball, they can throw it at you, and if you get hit not on a base, you're out.
So how many people are competing here?
Well, on the field, I think we're going to have, 9 or 10, did we say?
Yeah, 9 or 10. Probably, I think we're leaning towards 10 on the field. At
10
one
on the
time.
field, but our kicking lineup will be closer to 20.
Yeah,
right?
about 20 to 25. We really want to try to get everyone involved.
Right. We're going to represent all the grades.
Right.
So this is the first time we're actually doing this in Hoover.
Correct.
Yes, this will be the first annual. We intend to do this. We intend to beat AOIT every year.
It's a great intention.
From here
it won't
on
happen, but that's really, you should have goals, even
well,
if you fail at
you
the
see,
goals.
the official
great.
kickball is red because it's a little symbolic. You guys wear red, and we're going to be kicking you
All right.
consistently.
Red is also the color of
Okay.
blood. So
I thought
cause you
this
to bleed.
is supposed to be a conversation. Okay, so usually
Sorry, I
there-
apologize.
in this kind of competition, they usually wager. So what will the winning team get or the losing team will get?
Well, when we win, one of our players that we're going to nominate, whoever probably is the MVP of our team when we win, is going to take a pie and throw it in the face of Mr. Yu. So that's what's going to happen.
No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
That would be hilarious if that were the case. However, after we win and we collect our trophy, at that point, Mr. Vincent Silva will suffer some slight public humiliation in a similar fashion.
Okay.
Pie in the face.
It's not going to happen.
Full
Not
of
gonna happen.
confidence. Well, thank you so much for coming today to the
Ian,
show.
can I tell you one thing to our AOT people?
Yes, please.
We do have, I created a
Time's
hashtag.
up. Time's up.
All right.
I created a hashtag, and I want to make sure that we get all the support out, so let me get that hashtag going. It's hashtag AOIT Takeover. Oh, that's the wrong.
Whoa.
That's the wrong. I don't know how that got there.
How did that happen?
Weird. Anyway, this is our hashtag. Support us. That way you can make sure you support our team when we win. Thank you,
Okay.
Tian.
And I have a gift for both of you here today.
Oh, good.
Please.
I hope it's some tissue for
there's
Mr.
some gift
Silva.
To
He's gonna
enjoy your
need it.
summer vacation.
Oh, that's so
Here you
thoughtful.
go. Yeah, I
Hey.
have an extra little surprise.
Oh, what? That's great.
Yeah, well,
Hey.
so Mr. Vincent Silva and Mr. Hong, you all, everyone.
I am sorry in advance, Mr.
Oh.
Silva, for beating you so badly. It's
gonna
going
be okay.
to be a
When
massacre.
we win, I don't want you to cry too
You
much
guys
and
are
learn and
going
lose
to
the respect of the
be
people that
in
you teach.
tears.
That kickball battle may end up being the highlight of the year, or maybe not. QQ asked, what's your favorite memory of this year?
For this week's QQ, we're asking our fellow Cardinals, what is your best Hoover memory?
Being up with all my friends, like seeing them again after all this, after summer.
Best Hoover memory is going to be Grad Night.
My best Hoover memory is playing on the basketball team with all my friends and just having a good time.
Best Hoover memory is graduation, class of 2014. It was so sad to see all my senior friends leave.
My favorite memory at Hoover was the 2013 football season.
Winning CIF my sophomore year.
Being all here with everybody, all my friends, which I consider mostly family.
So I think my favorite Hoover memory would probably be when I became the president of Advanced Choir. That was the cherry to my pie.
When I played baseball in Petco Park.
It's really hard to pick one, so I'm just going to say my first year is my best memory.
My best Hoover memory was when I fell and everybody took a picture of me.
Basketball season. Getting to teach film.
My best Hoover memory is homecoming.
Becoming Hoover's first nest anchor.
Having Karen as my student in PE for sure.
For most seniors, the highlight of the year might not have happened yet. Why? Because it's grad night.
Attention seniors, if you are going to grad night, then you must be present on June 10th at 2:30 p.m. at the auditorium. Make sure that you behave and don't do anything that will make you not graduate. Also, be respectful to each other, Hoover staff, and also Disney staff. Buses will be leaving at 3 p.m., so make sure you get there or you will be left behind. As of right now, everybody's LOP is cleared unless you are defiant and continue to be absent or come in tardy. If you are caught doing anything inappropriate, then they will call your parents and ask them to pick you up at Disneyland themselves. Do not bring backpacks, gang-related clothing, illegal substances, food, drinks, and don't be under the influence. However, you should bring any recent photo ID, money, phone or camera, and sweatshirt since we will be there till 2 a.m. If you do take photos, make sure to use hashtag HHSClassD15Missed.
What else is going on? We find out in the calendar and the Hoover Half Minute.
Are you missing credits? Then sign up for summer school by turning in an application in the counseling office by June 5th. Attention 9th, 10th, 11th grade students. College Avenue Compact and Gear Up will be offering a 4-week summer SAT prep program, so stop by room 206 to pick up an application. I'm in Art is currently hosting a healthy food drive. Donations will be accepted in room 304 until June 5th. Alma will be presenting Grease the Musical on May 29th and 30th at 6:30 p.m. in the auditorium.
CLNS News Entertainment Student Television.
That is it for this week. We will see you next week for our final nest of the school year. Thank you for watching.